performances and featured artist listings around the world, bringing you the hottest mix for the OS World Cup 2024. Give it up for the latest OS original, Bypass Two!
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the OSU Catch World Cup 2025. We're in the semifinals, and we're about to see the final match of the weekend. It's Canada versus Chile. I'm Snow Leopard here with Hypnosphere. How are you doing?
Hello, Snow Leopard. I'm doing very well today. Been some banger matches this weekend, and we are gonna end this weekend with hopefully another banger. Canada versus Chile, like you mentioned. Very excited about this one.
Yeah, Canada just took out the Russian Federation in their previous match, which was seed number 3, and it was a 4-7 scoreline, so it was a little close, but still a huge opponent to take out. So Canada definitely well warmed up, ready to go against Chile, who Chile did beat Poland. Definitely not an easy opponent either, but Canada, they're looking on fire this weekend.
They really are, and proving that 12th seed might be a little bit of a false mirage, as Chile, as you mentioned, coming off of that win against Poland, was not a free win by any means. They really had to fight for that one, so hopefully for them, they're going to hope that this maybe lets up a little bit, but knowing Canada, they're going to likely perform as we are getting into the rolls.
Yeah, right out of the gate, Canada going to win that roll. Nice 91. Not going to decide much, but we'll let them choose if they want the first pick or the first ban.
Yes, indeed. And we've seen quite a few teams go into second pick as their choice, and Canada's going to stick with that trend that we've seen. Wanting to ban first, and the logic behind that has been you kind of hope that your opponent picks something that you maybe want to pick, so you kind of, get a pick for free.
Yeah.
And I am curious where they decide to go with the ban. It's going to be double time 1, and it makes sense looking at that Chile roster. Players like Auricio, Stark, just to name a few. Getting rid of that.
Yeah, gonna be banning away that double time 1. I think that makes sense. So Canada, well, yeah. I mean, like Canada, they're normally a double time team, but Chile definitely can hang on it as well. Banning out, if they banned anything other than double time 1, I'd be a little confused, I think. But double time 1 being the consistency pick, I think it makes sense to get that one out of there, not give away a point in double time. It'd be a little morale hit.
Absolutely, and we see the ban from Chile coming out being Noma 3. And against a team like Canada, they've performed quite well on the Noma 3 slot this tournament, so makes sense to get rid of something they've just proven to play very well. And are gonna get to pick first here, and I mean, as always, curious to see where we are gonna start off the match.
Yeah, plenty of options open. Would be kind of funny for them to ban double time and then pick it, but I could definitely see it. Although, actually, well, it's Chile's pick, so never mind.
Yes.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
I mean, it's easy to do. We're excited about this match, so can't blame me for that one. And actually, they are taking a little bit of time to decide here, and can definitely be to your advantage. You don't want to rush into a pick, especially against a team like Canada that has performed very well.
Yeah, I kind of want to see the mixed mods. Honestly, we have 3 mixed mods. 2 of them are originals, and the second one, mixed mod 2, is still a bit of a banger. So,
absolutely, I'm a big fan of the mixed mod pool, and as a big Toho fan, mixed mod 1 especially is something I'm very fond of. It's going to be double time 3 to start us off. Death Piano. And Chile trusting their double time abilities today.
yeah, it is interesting to see, like, the double time 1 ban, a little surprising out of Canada, but, if you're going to ban a double time, that one makes sense. But the double time 3 pick, I do think is poking the dragon a little bit. Could get burned on this one, especially with Canada seeming to be on a bit of a roll.
Oh, definitely. Canada, like you mentioned, the great momentum coming off of that win against Russia, and and I mean, you've been alluding to it since the ban phase. Canada, very, very strong double time team. So might be a little bit of an interesting pick in that regard, but as I mentioned earlier as well, Chile, they are no pushover on double time.
Absolutely not. We are waiting to see what that final roster lineup is going to be so far. Just Pekarat in for Chile. Looks like Aricio may be one of them.
Yeah, Aricio is one you would expect to see. Quite known for that double time and that speed in general. And Stark is who I personally would expect to see, as we see CDB Whitecat coming for Canada, filling out that third slot. Although right now on the Chile side, that's not where you're supposed to be.
There you are.
There we go.
As usual for Canada, they do just the slightest bit of trolling.
Just a little bit. Keeping us on our toes. And yeah, it is going to be Stark filling out that third slot for Chile.
Yeah, makes sense.
So Stark, Aricio, Pekarat for Chile, and Canada are sporting CTV Whitecat, Unlucky W, and Solaris. Very sensible rosters here, as we are about to get into the first map of this match.
Yeah, diving into it now. I get everybody loaded up. This is a map that we've seen be a bit difficult this weekend. But these teams should be up to the task. Solaris gonna find a lot of early misses there. Might have been just a stream bug, but hasn't corrected itself yet.
Definitely seems to be been at least one early miss coming out from Solaris there. And,
yeah.
C3 Whitecat though, gonna find a miss after that 200 combo. Couldn't be traded by Aricio though, but yeah, that miss from Unlucky W and C3 Whitecat is gonna give Chile an early advantage.
Yeah, we get into a bit of a faster section. This is where you'd expect to see some of those misses coming in, and is it going to be a three-way miss from Chile? No response from Canada.
Yeah, Canada's gonna take over and capitalize on that team miss. Unlucky W is gonna start the bleeding just a little bit. Actually, the entirety of Canada falling there, and it is right back to Chile.
Yeah, just some traded misses back and forth. Team misses, perhaps. Unlucky W going to be finding another Solaris right before that small break. Was traded by Pekarat.
Yeah, so gonna stay quite heavily with Chile here. Approaching that 90,000 score lead. And Pekarat and Solaris trying their best to get back to the 200 combo.
Yeah, little slower section. It's not quite free combo, but it will help you get back up to it. You jump into another fast section, things can easily fall apart once again. We've seen some team misses already earlier in the map. Pekarat going to be the first to fall.
Yeah, and that miss alone is not going to bring it back to Canada, but it is a start to the comeback that they need. Stark gonna miss as well, but there's gonna be a double miss from Canada.
It's just the final outro section here. Unless there's a big meltdown, there's a lot of misses. Unlucky W, Pekarat gonna trade, but it's not enough time. And the score's still growing. That will be Chile taking their opening point.
Chile is gonna take that opening point, and the MVP is gonna go to Stark, winning that by very little, by is that 2,000 points over Aricio? Very good performances either way.
I think so. Yeah, looked a little dicey in the middle, but overall not too bad. Fairly confidently over on Chile's side, which is a bit surprising. As we've already mentioned, Canada a great double time team and just took down seed number 3. They're definitely a bit underseeded themselves, but at least on that double time 3, Chile coming out with pretty confident victory.
Yeah, and definitely curious to see where Canada is gonna go next. Chile is one of those teams that, I mean, every map, although you can say that about every team at this stage of the tournament, there's no map where you really feel like, yeah, we are guaranteed to win this.
Yeah.
Your opponent is going to be able to field the team that will be able to compete with you. So it's more so what they feel confident on today. And it's going to be Mixed Mod 3. We are going to get to see one of the OC originals in this pool.
Hey, let's go.
The Ascendance Gemsu collab. And I believe newly announced feature art is Ice.
I believe so, yeah. Also get the nice Ascendance Gemzu collab.
Two classic names in also catch mapping. And we're gonna see Katsuragi. Yeah, Katsuragi and Don't Play CTB coming in. Don't Play CTB is not a Canadian player though, so.
I love the little like classic licks like that in the songs.
Yeah.
Go from like some just like impressive masterpiece kind of work to just back to the very basics, what you'd you know, maybe be playing in school in like music class or something.
Yeah, it brings a sort of familiarity to the song.
Yeah.
Which is very nice. This song as a whole is really cool. Exactly.
Yeah.
And this song as a whole really cool, and just nice to hear those little tidbits of sound that you're very familiar with. CTV Whitecat coming back into the lobby, and Red CXCA along with Katsuragi for this. And
yeah, Stark will be coming back in as well. So just Lechu and Red gonna be and Katsuragi gonna be the three new challengers joining the lobby.
Yeah, welcoming them into this match now. And about to see what the mods are going to be, but I'd be expecting, yep, CTB Whitecat versus Orisial on the Hard Rock, Lechu versus Katsuragi on the Hidden, and Red versus Stark on the No mod.
So far, pretty good intro.
Yeah, but Red is going to be the first to fall. It is before 200 combo, so not going to be as bad as it otherwise could have been, but going to give an early advantage to Chile. The other players are holding on as Red reaches that 200 combo. And we're gonna see the score stabilize with a 26,000 score lead for Chile.
Yeah, nice recovery into this little slow section, but as we heard earlier, it will jump right back into it. And Stark gonna find a miss.
Yeah, it is the two Noma players. Yeah, it is the two Noma players who have found the misses here. The modded players are holding on very strong, and Red has recovered nicely. But Lechu is gonna find a miss on the hidden there. Going to give a lead to Canada.
Katsuragi trades back. It's going to be a close one. We still got a lot of map to go, but
yeah, it is
be closer.
Heating up to be close. But we're going to see quite a few misses on every player on the bottom side of your screen here. But those misses are going to favor Canada.
Yeah, Canada finding a little bit of stability quicker out of that messy section. Orisial and CTB Whitecat holding on for dear life with those FCs. It's just a bloodbath down there.
It really is, and Lechu finding another miss, they're gonna, as the other three players have reached a 200 combo, gonna give an even bigger lead to Canada.
Oh, gonna see another 4A miss. Stark missed a little bit earlier. So that does slightly favor them.
But Orisial is gonna lose that full combo.
Getting into the outro section now. Canada, they're starting to grow that lead as Lechu found another break.
Yeah, and that's going to be the dagger. Canada taking their own point here.
No!
No, CTV Whitecat missing right at the end.
No!
We're not going to see the full combo.
That had to have been like the last 2 notes as well, or like within the last 5 for sure. That is tragic, but consolation prize, they will get the point.
Absolutely. I do believe C3 Wildcat has FC'd this map previously this weekend, but like on the Hard Rock. But still, 2 misses right at the end. It's gonna hurt a little bit.
Yeah. If they lost the point too, that would be heartbreaking. But
absolutely,
they had a pretty clear win, so he laughed those off.
Yeah. And it is time for Chile to pick again. It is 1-1, and considering how the double time 3 went, maybe they are trusting the DT pool once again. But I mean, it's like we've mentioned, Canada. They are scary on the double time.
Yeah, I think it's still a little bit of a gamble, but
it definitely is.
If they take another double time point off of Canada, though, that's gonna be a little discouraging to Canada.
It's definitely gonna have a bit of a bigger effect, I think, if they would end up doing that.
You still have Hard Rock and Hidden Pool completely untouched, though, and Nomad Pool just with a ban, so plenty of options available.
There are definitely a lot of options to choose from. They are gonna actually go to the Hidden Pool, and we're gonna see another Ozu original in the Hidden One.
Yeah. Nice Marmalade Butcher. This is the 3rd original in this pool, so getting to see some more of those originals coming out, in some of the previous matches as well. So definitely always cool.
It is always great to see the originals be picked. The feature artists and everyone working on them, putting their effort into bringing it to these tournaments. So it's great to see them actually be utilized. And big shout out to everyone working on them for sure. And to look at this pick against Canada, Canada does have a very, very solid hidden roster. But Chile, they have those old trusty players on that hidden. We see Lechu. It's been around for a long time and don't play C2B. Same thing there. They are well known on this mod, so not too surprised to see that pick.
Yeah, I think Chile, I would give them the edge on hidden. Even though Canada, they're still pretty good at it as well. They definitely got some players, but and it's like it's a Chile special, I think.
Absolutely. We see Stark and Red coming in here. I don't think there's much surprise seeing these 2 players come in for their respective teams.
And I love the Marmalade Butcher tracks. They go hard.
I'm a big fan of Marmalade Butcher. One of the many artists I've discovered through this game that I became a big fan of immediately.
If you're a fan of them too, don't worry. They are going to make some more originals for the rest of the World Cups this year too. So definitely check those out. But for now, we got the one right here, right now. It's Hidden One, Chile's 2nd pick. We're hopping in.
Absolutely. Very excited to see their future collaborations, but we're here to enjoy this one for now, as Stark is going to be the first one to miss, but it is a very early one.
Yeah. Well, I was about to say small little slip, which shouldn't matter too much. That second one is going to start hurting.
Yeah, definitely going to eat into that a little bit more, as there are no trades from it on the side of Canada. The other 5 players now having reached that 200 combo.
Stark does make a nice recovery. He's going to hit up to that 200 combo. And as soon as I say that, I curse it. I think he hit 199.
Yeah, I actually think so as well. But Red and Katsuragi are also going to miss. And that's 2 players finding misses compared to 1 on Chile. And it's slowly going back towards Chile.
Yeah, no, they'll take that for sure. Might not be quite enough to flip it, but bring it pretty close to tied. And that miss from Unlucky W. And now red definitely will be enough. Chile taking the lead.
Absolutely. And the two other players, Lechu and Don't Play C2B, having found their groove for sure.
We're just cursing all over the place today.
I feel
this section
I owe them
really
a
hard,
formal
though.
apology. It is very hard, but I still feel like I owe them a formal apology.
Yeah, everyone's missing on this section anyway, so...
Yeah, and it's a pretty... the lead has gone over to Canada, a little bit more sizable one than we've seen previously in this map. Yeah, reaching that 60k almost.
Yeah, players starting to recover a bit now, slightly shaken on that section, but it is a really hard one. We saw some of the top teams, USA and Italy, hitting those patterns a bit in the previous match, but there were some misses on that section as well, so definitely a very difficult one. 66k, going to be the lead for Canada into this break section, about a quarter of the map to go.
Yeah, but we did see misses from Katsuragi and Unlucky W going into that break, and red missing in this slow section. So it's going to start going back towards Chile. Don't Play C2B back to that 200 combo. And red missing again, which isn't traded.
Another section that could be kind of difficult. It does catch them out, yeah.
It does, and the lead is ever so slightly with Canada, but it's going to be a double miss on. Actually, that's
it's just
a lot
everyone.
of misses.
The whole board is wiped again.
Yeah, there's miss from red, Unlucky, and Katsuragi, but also Don't Play C2B. And right at the end, it's going to flip to Chile. Unlucky's miss is going to push it even further. Can Chile hold on to the end? Yes, they can. And this is the closest point so far, but they are going to take their own pick again.
That was an extremely chaotic ending that, yeah, unfortunately, Canada just crumbled a little bit right at the very end, saving Chile from losing a breakpoint this early on.
Yeah, and losing a breakpoint at this stage against an opponent like Canada can be really, really painful, but not going to happen yet. And it's time for Canada to pick a map of their own.
Yeah, Lechu almost the highest combo in the lobby, but yet had, I believe, the most misses, so can very well tell that it's just a couple sections throughout that map that have this big difficulty spike that whole team's struggling on a bit.
Yeah, it really shows the difficulty of those sections, like you mentioned. So, but yeah, it is time for Canada to pick here. Maybe they will go into the hidden, considering how the hidden one went, but the other two hidden maps are very different from this one, so we still have Nomad Pool hasn't been played yet, neither has the Hard Rock Pool, but Hard Rock especially scary against a team like Chile.
Yeah. They want to stick with the mixed mods? I would be very happy with that. I want to see mixed mod 1. And I wouldn't mind seeing Mixed Mod 2 come out again, but we're gonna have to wait. It'll be Hard Rock 3.
It will indeed. Hard Rock 3, which
like
has been mentioned.
Trying to figure out how to say the song name.
Yeah, I stick to saying the
Deglation, but there's two.
The glaciation.
Yeah, Deglaciation. I think that's it.
Might have cracked the code there, but
oh my god. 200 IQ.
Yeah, this map, the glaciation, definitely more of a mechanics pick. High density. But as some people have pointed out previously, this, out of all the maps in this pool, This might be the one that is closest to a quarterfinals level compared to a finals level. So that might be a reason for picking it. Maybe a little bit of an easier hard rock map and try to get that edge on Chile.
Yeah. It's going to be a difficult one either way. Both teams trying to figure out who they want that third player to be. Looks like CDB Whitecat going to be coming in for Canada and Stark for Chile. Maybe.
Yeah, that is what I would expect. We see Stark coming in there, yeah. I'm just waiting for that third player for Chile. That is going to be Unlucky W, Katsuragi, and CDB Whitecat on that camera. And don't play CTB seemingly the third player here.
Yeah, I'm going to be picking in. We got the Katsuragi hard rock. Love to see it.
Yeah. Always exciting to see. So good luck, have fun's being thrown out in the chat. And we all know what that means. It means we're about to see another map be played.
Kind of loaded in Norisial. Only one not in. Now we got them all. Time for the glaciation. What a mouthful.
It really is. I'm not even sure how to say the artist name. Seven?
Oh yeah, Zevin or Seven? Probably, yeah. You'd think Seven.
Yeah, that is
maybe a Z.
Yeah.
This map is an Enigma and CDB Whitecat. And Unlucky W, actually. Both of me dropping on the same note.
Yeah, Norisial is going to trade it. Maybe they are also thinking about how to say the artist and song name.
We're all distracted.
Yeah, as we see Chile taking that lead, but Stark going to miss. Although Katsuragi going to trade it with a few more misses. And the lead is going to stay with Chile until Don't Play CTD misses. And if Canada can hold on, they will retake the lead.
Yeah, it looks like so far they are. Norisial gonna find another break.
Yeah, right now it's looking pretty good for Canada. But at this stage of the tournament, or any stage, a 40,000 lead is not too much. But Norisial gonna increase that lead for Canada.
Gonna be a double miss coming out of Canada, so just like we were saying, it is now swinging close back to the center. Should still stay on Canada's side slightly, but that miss from Katsuragi could be enough to flip it. Misses again, and that certainly will be.
Yeah, the double misser is definitely going to flip it, and as we approach the last third of the map, Chile, at this break, are going to see that they have a slight score advantage and combo advantage.
Yeah, Chile, and they clutch out a victory once again at the end of the map. This time would be a break point. A lot more on the line for Canada.
Yeah, CTB Whitecat as well, gonna miss there, and it's gonna increase the lead for Chile. And at this point, they have found their footing, it seems.
Yeah, Chile looked a bit rough at the beginning, but they've really found their footing. Whereas Canada, overall they've looked pretty strong, but there we go again. Just another small miss. A little out of place. And it's enough to crumble away.
Yeah, and these are good team scores from both teams, but I mean, at this level, it's all about who can hold on the longest, and everyone except them.
Miss.
Actually, everyone misses. Unlucky W just a little bit later than everyone else. And that's going to be all said and done for this map.
Yeah, with that reset across the board, and no chance for Canada to come back into it, will be our first break point going over to Chile.
It is indeed. Chile taking a 3-1 lead. And they're going to be feeling pretty good, I think, getting to pick after taking a break point.
Yeah, another callback to the previous match. That was a combo 15-20 has claimed many full combos today.
Yeah. That note has not been kind to people today.
We have seen people hit it, but I don't know if anyone's full comboed this weekend.
Oh,
Either missed sometime before it, or that is your kryptonite.
Yeah, I'm not so sure if that has been FC. That was the first time Canada played it this week. But yeah, we are gonna see what Chile decides to pick here. And honestly, they were looking pretty good on whatever map has been picked today, so they might have the confidence to just feel like they can go into most things here. They're feeling better and better, maybe. It's gonna be Hard Rock too, so they are sticking with that Hard Rock modification.
Yeah. Not huge surprise there. At least if you look at the scoreline at the end, it seemed like Chile had a pretty comfortable victory. So we knew watching the match that it was a bit more mixed throughout. Bit of a toss-up, honestly, but either way, will be the pick.
It will indeed. And gonna see some swap outs, it seems. Pekra staying in for Chile.
Alright, I regret everything. I was looking at the difficulty name. That is a hexadecimal string. I was gonna convert it and save you all, as our lovely map rulers told me that was an exercise for the viewer, and I was like, "Fear not, viewer. I'll be your savior. I'll do the work." I regret it. I regret it. It is a silly difficulty name, so I will leave that as an exercise to the viewer if you so choose.
I've done that exercise myself, and it's been I've had the same regret. So for those who aren't familiar, go ahead and find out for your own sake. See if you'll feel as strongly about it as we do. As we see Aristo coming back in and Stark as well for Chile makes a lot of sense on this. I mean, these three players for Chile is what you expect to see on a lot of maps, I think.
Yeah. This map is going to be all about that, I want to say it, the like accuracy, ladder control. It's going to be the highest CS, 6.37 after Hard Rock is applied, so definitely need to keep a close eye on your catcher and make sure you can hit those movements just right.
Yes, indeed, and I believe the max combo on this is not very high. So misses are going to be more punishing on this. We're not going to see anyone pick Hidden for reading comfort, and honestly, the higher the CS, the more of a madman I would consider you if you pick Hidden. As Pekrat is going to be the first one to miss on the side of Chile.
Yeah, I was a little worried someone would try it, but I think good calls being made here. We see those fruit are very small.
And Katsuragi, by the way, is going to trade that miss for the Pekrat found, and finding another miss. Gonna swing it a little bit faster towards the side of Chile.
Yeah, this map is not particularly dense, so those misses hurt quite a bit. Pekrat finally gonna drop as well. Did swing it back to Canada.
They find a few misses there, but Unlucky W and Katsuragi are gonna fall also. And the lead is a bit more substantial now for Chile.
Dark finally dropping that full combo up top, but they have enough score lead. They'll stay over for Chile for now. Unlucky W will be the trade. Actually, it was Katsuragi, I'm not mistaken. It's kind of sandwiched between Katsuragi, then Stark, then Unlucky.
Yes,
And the break
indeed.
section, 88k.
Yeah, and right now there's an FC battle between C3 Whitecat and Aristiel. Let's see if both of them can hold on to that. But right now, this is favoring Chile.
Yeah, overall, a lot better consistency out of Chile on this high precision pick. Unlucky, gonna find another drop.
Yeah, and that might just seal it, especially with that miss once again. Gonna be traded by Pekra, but CTV Whitecat is gonna lose that full combo. Aristiel as well, so no one is gonna full combo this map. But yeah, this is looking to be a pretty comfortable point for Chile in the end. And they will take a more commanding lead of this match.
Yeah, very well played from Chile. They just got their break point on the previous, so making sure to secure this next pick is huge. As we see, the scoreline's now 4-1. It is still just a single break point difference, but when you're in the match and you see that in the chat, it does seem a lot more worrying than perhaps it may actually be. One of the downsides to having the second pick.
Oh, absolutely. That's a very good thing to point out for sure, and it is back to Canada to decide where to go. And where do you go if you're Canada here?
I mean, I'd like to see him go back to mixed mod, but mostly because I personally want to see the mixed mods. But we also had the mixed mod 3 pick to start us out, and it went really well for them.
Yeah, I was thinking similar, but they're going to go with the Hidden 3, the XCon map. And we did mention a little bit earlier, Canada, very solid hidden team. But Chile, also a very solid hidden team. So, personally, I don't know if this is the direction I would have expected them to go. But maybe they are just simply trusting themselves on this.
Yeah, I think definitely a questionable pick, but love a good XCon map. Luckily, our map builders helped us out with the pronunciation on this one. It's Shaban. Apparently, is an archaic Spanish word for soap. So, Canada gonna try to clean up their game on soap.
That was funny.
I gotta get at least one of those in there. Otherwise, I'm not a real caster.
I'll always appreciate it. We see Tydex in the lobby perhaps making their match debut here. Don't play C2B and Red, presumably going to switch places, but are in for their respective teams.
Kevin, I like that. Pronunciation's hard sometimes.
It really is. And for those who haven't been tuning into many of the matches, what can you expect from this hidden 3 pick? Well, this is very irregular rhythm, and there's a very big focus on very tricky patterns and funky snaps. So, gonna be a sight to see here. Gonna be a delight to see how these players are gonna navigate through this funkiness as we are now about to get into it.
Yeah, we're gonna see a nice little bathroom. Nice, good aesthetic there. More importantly,
nice
notes on the screen. Yeah, no, I like that a lot. Maybe that makes me old. I'm appreciating the architecture instead of this fine gameplay. Unlucky. Finds that early miss.
Yes, indeed. It's going to be traded by Don't Play CTB. We actually do have a match to focus on that isn't part of the architecture. And Stark's also going to find a miss. So the lead is with Canada in the early goings here.
Yeah, a little bit of a messy intro. Katsuragi going to find that early miss. Well, not an early miss at this point, but a miss nonetheless.
Yeah, and Don't Play CTB and Stark also finding a couple misses. Red as well, though. So now the only combo on the board is with Aricio. And it was about to go back to Chile, but Stark missing there is going to stop that. That's right, getting a lucky W though. Missing more than Stark is... The Stark's miss again there is not allowing Chile to take the advantage. Red, however, though, losing that combo as well as Katsuragi.
Yeah, those misses
more.
Starting to hurt now. Chile taking the lead.
Yeah, Don't Play CTV having found more consistency on this map than Aricio holding on strong.
Gonna drop now. Gonna get a little messy as Aricio also breaks unlucky, trades one of them, slows the bleeding, but oh, Red is gonna stop it. I was about to say, gonna start heading towards Canada's side, but a little drop from Red will keep it in Canada's advantage for now, or Chile's advantage rather.
Yeah, there's gonna be a team miss from Chile, so hold on as we are approaching the last quarter of the map. Yeah. As we're approaching the last
Chile said, I'll show you. Watch this.
We're going to see a double miss from Canada, though, and another double miss from Chile as well. And yeah, this map is really showing how tough it is to play, as a lot of these players are missing. And as we're approaching the end, Chile once again taking a bit of a commanding lead.
Yeah. As nice as XCON maps are, I really love XCON. Its mapping. It can be on the more difficult side, and was seeing that take effect here. Because these teams not quite holding on to it, but Chile has the better consistency at the end of the day. Will be taking this point. Another break point.
It is going to be another break point, and Don't Play CTB is going to get the map MVP. The only player reaching 900,000.
Yeah, just barely at that. 245 points above. Get a nice client crash. Love it. But yeah, Chile in a really nice spot now with that second break point. Things looking all the more dire. But it just being a 2 break point lead at that point starts adding up. They're now at 5-1. And it is their pick, so they have the opportunity to lock this into a tiebreaker at minimum and a win at maximum.
Yeah, and we haven't gotten to see the tiebreaker this weekend. Would be fun to see, but...
I would love to see it.
It would be really great to see, but Canada, they have quite the uphill struggle to make it happen. And Chile's pick here, yeah, which has been the theme for Chile. They've taken their time to pick on each map, and it has definitely helped them. I think they haven't rushed into any decisions.
It's been well thought out from them,
for sure. And I'm curious to see, do they just go with the last hidden? It is the low AR hidden, so. Definitely
honestly,
risky.
I think that's a safe. Yeah. No, that's fair. There's some risk to it. Canada
only risky in the sense that it is the low AR, yeah, because it is comparing it to the other two hiddens. The AR is vastly different, but it's like we've alluded to before, or not even alluded to. We've straight out said it, and as Chile has proven, they are a very strong hidden team. taking a bit more time than maybe preferred, but
How many time left? No time left. I think might be seeing their time out at this point.
yeah, it's gonna be double time 4. It's gonna be double time 4, and I don't hate this pick by any means. Chile proved on double time 3 that they are kind of ready for double time today, and this map's a spectacle.
Yeah, I'm gonna see the fob map. Had to give fob another slot because we knew the low AR hidden, his specialty, gets banned or avoided quite a bit. But love me some fob mapping too, so it'll be the double time 4.
Absolutely, and if you're familiar with catch mapping, fob maps are anything but standard. They are anything but conventional.
Yeah, he definitely an unconventional mapper, but he does it oh so well.
Oh, absolutely. And this map in particular, very, very control focused. Very big focus on those very unusually shaped long sliders, and especially towards the end of the map where we see the only slider tick sliders that are very, very tricky. And another thing to point out is the first half of this map, it is a little bit on the steadier side. We are going to see a consistent BPM of 255, but the second half, the BPM will constantly switch. So
yeah, we're gonna be sorting out the picking issue. I believe Chile official warning now to make sure they keep things within the timer. So no harm, no foul. We'll move onwards. Double time 4.
yes, indeed. And yeah, it seems like everything is has been sorted out with the picking issue. The lineups are going to be Solaris, CTB Whitecat, and Katsuragi on the side of Canada, and Orisiol, Pekarat, and Stark on the side of Chile.
Only all loaded in, ready to go with the action. Chile gonna try to bring it up to match point. Canada trying to get back on the board.
Yes, indeed, and it's time is running out for Canada. They are gonna hope for a point here, but Katsuragi is gonna find an early miss, although double trade from Chile.
Yeah. I got a few misses coming out from Chile early on. So same could be said for Canada. They are taking the lead.
Yeah, but
A slight bit more consistency.
yeah, there are a lot of misses coming out, but right now Canada has that slight advantage, although with those misses slowly going back towards Chile, especially with another miss from Katsuragi. So many misses that Bancho needs to take a quick break. And a team miss from Canada. Actually, a 2 miss as well from Chile. And Orisiol falling there, so not going to be able to capitalize.
It'll be one of those maps where it's going to be a low overall combo. But now favoring Chile, was favoring Canada for the first half.
And it's like I mentioned earlier, the consistent VPM part was the first half. And at this break, they're going to see that Chile has the advantage, and we are going to get into it very soon again.
Yeah, I think this is a really important break point for Canada to take back. They need to win 2 in general, but this one in particular, keeping Chile off of that match point. Zaricio finds a drop.
Yeah, on a little bit of a slower section, and we're at the stage of the tournament where there's no such thing as free combo, but out of all sections to miss, that's not what you want to do with it. Stark and CVY are going to trade misses, Katsuragi following suit, as well as Solaris and Pekara.
These sliders are diabolical. They are all slider ticks, so you cannot afford to just drop them and take the accuracy hit.
Definitely not. And now we're finding more miss on the side of Chile. It is slowly going back towards Canada, although with that miss from Katsuragi. Yeah, and the very end here should just be the point for Chile. Yes, indeed. And it is match point for Chile. Canada now have a big mountain to climb.
Yeah. Let's do or die. We're in the lower bracket. Last match of the weekend, and could be the last match of the tournament for Canada. They can't bring us all the way to the tiebreaker. Would be a fitting ending for the weekend, so I'd love to see it, but that is quite the hill to climb.
Oh, it is for sure. And Canada have an important decision to make here. I personally think that mixed mod, considering that's where they got their point.
Yeah, you have to go back to it, surely.
I feel like that's just where you should go if you're Canada. We haven't seen the no-mod pool be touched, but Chile are looking very good today, and the no-mod pool is scary against a team like Chile.
Yeah,
I feel like mixed mod is where you should go if you're Canada.
Yeah, I'd be happy with either one. Saw Mixed Mod 2 earlier, and it was a banger. I'd love to hear it again, but I have not seen Mixed Mod 1 yet, personally, in a match, that is, so I'd love to... I'm pretty sure it has been picked, but I'd love to see it picked.
It has indeed been picked. It was picked between Argentina and Finland. And we see Canada asking for a timeout, and I think if there's any time to take a timeout, it's here.
Yeah, it's now, yeah.
You really need to get your team together, collect yourself, and not lose your head. You really need to make sure that the whole team is in it, and we need to focus on getting back on the board.
Yeah, and we have to mention the elephant in the room. Canada with their double time 2. It's their classic pick. Memes are made of, but it's a Canadian map too. It's a Yoshi Green map, but I think at this point in the match, from what we've seen from Chile, it's just too risky of a pick.
It is very risky considering how Chile's been performing in double time today. But the case might be that they know what they're gonna pick. The timeout is simply just to collect yourself, to take a breather, and then just go into it.
Yeah, it's definitely, you need to see the mental reset here, because I think Canada, especially after seeing their performance against Russia, which is seed number 3, by the way, and there's Chile's seed number 9, I think their mental's just not quite in it today. Either that, or maybe they're just having some really unlucky runs, but either way, they need that reset. You need to get back into the game, lock in.
Absolutely. Credit where it's due, though. Chile, they've been performing quite well today. They are a hard team to beat.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, not to detract from Chile by any means. They're playing really well today. I just think it should be closer if Canada's firing on all cylinders.
Oh, absolutely. I do agree. Not sure how long is left on that timeout.
Yeah, I was about to say, should be getting about there at this point, so should be seeing that pick come out from Canada pretty soon here. They do the Canada special. Or they bring it back to that mixed mod and try to keep us going.
Indeed. There's also the argument of going with a pick that isn't expected, try to throw Chile off with a pick that they're not expecting you to go for. But it is going to be double time too. They're not going to go back to the mixed mod pool. It is going to be Canada on double time too.
Yeah, we are going to see F777 or F777, however you want to say it, deadlocked by Yoshi Green.
Any Geometry Dash enjoyers?
Double time too. Canada can't leave a tournament without it. The allure is too strong.
Yeah, sometimes the meme takes over and you just have to go for it. But they could just also be very comfortable. I also respect it, and like you mentioned, it's a Yoshi Green map. They have the Canada buff from that. But
yeah, and it's like either they're really confident on it and they think it's the easiest way to get back into this, or they want to at least have some fun on their way out. Either way, you'd love to see it. It does look like Red will be in for the pick.
Yeah, Red, Solaris, and Katsuragi in for this. No CDB Whitecat, which might be a little bit of a surprise, but
yeah.
Red is by no means a player who can play this. Actually,
out of here now.
Yeah. See you later. CTB Whitecat is going to come back in. And, I mean, considering his double time, I personally at least would once again expect to see Stark come in for Chile. Oricio and don't play CTB are right now in the line for Chile. And yes, there they are. Stark.
Alright, Canada. You got your double times too. This is the time and the place. Time to lock in. Got Fui hyping up his squad.
That's what you want to see. And as we are getting into this map, in about 2 minutes and 12 seconds time, we are going to see, is Chile going to move on to next week? Or is Canada going to be able to hold on to a lifeline?
Okay, good start for Canada. Chile gonna be finding an early miss with Don't Play CTB. Finding a second one now.
Yeah, Don't Play CTB, finding quite a few misses there, and early lead for Canada. Solaris is gonna trade, but Don't Play CTB missed quite a bit, so I don't think that miss on its own is gonna be enough. And Oricio is also gonna find a miss. Traded by CTB Whitecat though.
Yeah, overall looks fairly clean. Just a couple slips here and there from each side. Solaris going to be the most recent. Now Katsuragi dropping that full combo. It's getting dicey.
It is getting dicey. The only combo about 200 is Oricio right now. Solaris is approaching it, but Chile had that combo advantage. Mr. Katsuragi and Don't Play CTB once again.
Katsuragi, no.
Katsuragi finding another miss. And we've now entered the second half of the map, and the lead isn't too big by any means, but Canada are gonna have to hope that Chile can find some miss, and Oricio is gonna actually do that, but it's a double miss from Canada.
Yeah, Solaris, Katsuragi trading it out. Lead is starting to grow for Chile. Only a quarter of the map left. Could be the final map for the tournament for Canada.
Yeah,
all comes down to this.
Don't Play CTB did find that miss, but Katsuragi is going to trade it and find an additional one, and right now it's a little bit of a third player issue.
Yeah, unfortunately it is on both sides, and Chile getting the upper hand on it.
Yes, indeed. The map there is over, and that also means the match is over. Chile are going to take a 7-1 victory. 7-1 has been the result we've seen in many matches this weekend.
Yeah. It's been, quite decisive victories as some of these teams are finally matching up. A lot of the high seeds are getting involved even down here in the lower bracket. That will be Chile. Very nice 7-1. Moving on to face off against Italy, if I'm not mistaken. Huge match ahead of them next week.
Yeah, I believe it is Italy, and that's going to be a great match to see next weekend. Along with every other match, we are getting into the finals week next weekend. So make sure to tune in for that. But congratulations to Chile, and Canada should definitely be proud of how they performed this tournament.
Yeah, they had a really nice run, especially given their seeding. They went further than I think most people would assume if you take that seeding at face value, at least. And, they just took out Russia right before this match, so they've taken down some giants themselves. Chile shaping up really strong. We'll be moving on into the finals. But as we mentioned, this is the final match for this weekend. That means there's only one thing left to do. That is the finals showcase. You can see all the banger maps that we're going to be playing next weekend. So that'll be starting in just a short bit after this, so stay tuned. Maybe grab some water or snack real quick, and we'll see you back for that showcase.
Thank you for watching.
Hello everyone and welcome to our finals map pool showcase. We have officially reached the late game of the tournament and it's going to be so crazy to see some of these finals maps and finals matches coming into things. I am joined by CTB Whitecat, who unfortunately just got eliminated. I'm sorry, man. How are you feeling?
Yeah, we got clapped, bro.
Man.
We got hammered, but at least I beat Russia, man.
Yeah?
Me versus Insomnia, that was kind of hype. That was, in my opinion, that was the highlight of my entire CWC. So, I don't know. I'm happy to go out having that little 1v1 with Insomnia, which is my current Osu collab, bro. So.
Wow, yeah. But I'm not only joined by the king CTB Whitecat, I'm joined by Fob for our first TriCast map pool showcase of the year. How are you, Fob?
It is actually the first TriCast in CWC history.
Really? Wow.
Wait.
I thought that maybe me, Connor, and Andrew did one once.
Yeah, I think Fob's lying. Great start to the showcase, Fob.
I'm not lying, that was a question.
Oh. Yeah, no. It's not the first, but it's the first this year. Being joined by our ragtag trio heading into the showcase. I think with this ragtag TO, we can head into No Bug 1. Yeah. Alright, going to be Lore Afflict, featuring Risa Yuzuki, Sekray's favorite vocalist. Going to be an Ascendance Bunray collab. This has to be one of the most common collabs for these mappers. I think this is their 8th collab. And especially coming in on a map like this, Ascendance not being known for mapping high SR, but still being able to fit Bunray style really well. We're going to see some deadly force vibes from this map, to say the least.
Yeah, you can see from the star rating, it might seem very hard, but don't worry, it's really inflated.
Yeah, I just picked up on that. 9.5 stars. Guys, what's going on here? Full star increase.
Yeah, the star rating is so astronomically high, but this map is farmable. With the BPM being as high as it is, you're going to see a lot of streams that just skyrocket that SR without being too mechanically intensive.
Is this gonna get ranked? I wanna get some PP.
I think it is. It better be.
I mean, usually the CWC maps are the ones that get ranked because they're thoroughly modded, right? And usually no unrankable is present, so.
Yeah, they get map pool feedback modded as well. They get the whole shebang.
No unrankable is present. Maybe in this map, but we have some maps that use BPM changes.
Spoilers!
Okay, I'm
spoilers already.
I didn't mean in this pool, but in previous pools we already saw some of these maps.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Speaking of CWC maps getting ranked,
Definitely a BPM change here.
yeah, this map just got showcased, and Ascendant's already found 2 PNs for his map. That's CWC mapping right there. There you go.
To be fair, this looks like a free nom. I'm not even kidding. This is just, I don't know.
Yeah?
It's
You
pretty
just came
clean.
back, right? Yeah?
Yeah, I did, bro.
Yeah.
Looking to replace someone on this map.
Let's go.
Willing to rank this right as it gets released. So, if Mike wants to take me up on that offer, let me know.
You know you will.
Yeah, anyways, by the way, 290 BPM map. Usually maps over like 250 are terrible to map, especially like with streams. So for this being this well done, or well, looks fairly well done on paper here. I mean, I haven't had a chance to play it, but oh wow, that was, yeah, this is a deadly force fight right here. Look
Yeah.
at this.
Yeah.
That's where the 9-star comes from. Okay.
Yep.
Nice, bro.
If you delete that hyperchain, the map becomes 4 stars.
That's cap.
That's not cap.
Wait, the map's like
4.91?
already almost over. Wait, how is this? Is this the new illness?
Maybe for you.
Oh, it's 4 minutes.
Yeah,
But, you know,
barely.
Talking with 3 people here, the time passes so fast.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think total is like 350 in drain if you include the break. Not a whole lot of downtime, but we are going to see a lot of patterns that many of the top players remaining are very familiar with.
Almost all the end game is the same exact stuff, bro.
Yeah, see, that guy knows.
Okay, do we get a big hyperchain at the end?
Oh, yeah, with that.
Oh no. Boo!
Dude! You can't boo the first map.
You could have had a 10-star, bro.
Bro, that
I don't
hyperchain
know,
was
it's
cross-screen. You just
artifact.
didn't see it. You blinked. Yeah,
okay.
you blinked.
I did blink, yeah.
Oh, it was just 3 notes.
Yeah. Alright, going to be No Mod 2. Ceatris. Going to be mapped by Yoshi Green. Going to be a lot shorter, barely hitting 2 minutes. I think 159 drain total. And we're going to see a big like speed increase from last week's No Mod 2. And we're going to see a lot of these kind of funky doubles.
Yeah, some parts are gonna require some speed from players, but I don't think it's as bad as like constant flittles.
Yeah, definitely some diversity from some of the sections of this map. Coming into like this one-off hyper bit. And you even get a break. This
Yeah,
map
it's
is so
fairly
nice
chill,
to
right?
you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's also very short. It's just under 2 minutes. Nope. Short enough for me to not break my fingers on this replay.
Oh yeah, Bob, the goated replayer.
Do you know how many points you lose if you get a 1 miss on this? Or if you like chain miss like one of these hyper sliders?
No, I never missed.
Okay, yeah, you're so
Dang!
based like that, dude. Yeah, yeah, of course.
Wow.
You're so based, yep. looks
Yeah,
pretty clean to me.
I definitely define this map as more bursty. There's like some downtime with the streams, but then you'll have some really wide turnarounds.
Yeah, I also think the 9.8 plays a nice role here. I think it was 9.7 last round, right?
Yeah, we saw
Or am I
BPM
wrong?
increase, AR increase. Yeah, we saw it all. Are gonna have Minyam coming in for the No Mod 3. Gonna be a word I can't pronounce. Uh oh. Any tryers?
Umbrella, you.
Relay
Oh.
outer.
That sounds right to me.
Oh,
Good
yeah,
job,
relay
Bob.
outer. Yeah, that's definitely what it is.
Yeah.
Someone should teach us artists to put spaces in their title. Speaking of which, why does the diff name have spaces? If they can't even put a space.
Well, Sean just died. But anyway, No Mod 3
Wow.
is gonna be.
Rest in peace, bro.
Yep.
I'm back, bro.
Hey, welcome back, bro.
Okay, go ahead. You know, go ahead.
Yeah, No Mod 3 going to be.
I'm at McDonald's.
Oh. Okay. No Mod 3 is going to be continuing the kind of Kruev style. I think, based off of last week, we're going to see some more commonplace patterns that players are familiar with. But we are going to see an elevation to those with a lot of these kind of rougher dash spacings. Paired with the CS, you can see a lot of these tricky streams here.
I wouldn't necessarily call it Kruev style. Like you can see, this map is much more focused on really snappy hypers.
Truev.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of snappy turnarounds. So, I mean, I don't know. Fits the finals pretty well.
But yeah,
This
we
part
have
is really tricky because of the spacing, especially the hyper dash spacings. Makes it really difficult to hit.
Yeah, we have the stack part right here.
You didn't see that?
No, I
That's still
didn't.
an FC.
Don't worry, I know
don't
Fob
care,
never
man.
misses. Yeah.
But at least for this map, you know how much score you get if in one miss.
It was for data. Data-based miss. I really do love those stacks. Whenever you stand them, it just feels so satisfying.
That turnaround was really scary, but it's not that bad in gameplay.
Yeah, I can definitely see this map being one where you have to kind of check up on all your players to see how they're feeling about it the day of.
Yeah, before they go in and heavily end.
Yeah, that guy knows. Bit of a
Fob,
calm.
you kind of popped off there, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So blessed to have Fob as a replayer. Thanks, man.
So true.
All right,
We are
running
even more blessed to have QWHA.
You know what? True. We are running it back with Marmalade Butcher. A lot higher BPM than the original. We're gonna see the really dense streams coming from his insane guitar solos.
This map was heavily buffed. The streams didn't have such wacky shapes before. So I think for a convert, it's really well balanced. You can miss pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, I'd like to say this is the first time we've ever like buffed a convert this hard. There may have been some patterns that we adjusted before, but never really like this.
Okay, wow.
It's finals, Brett.
Yeah, I know. Was there a hyper in between all of that?
I think there was one.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's kind of just going so fast, you know what I mean? Like, this feels very fast for the Nomon 4. Faster than last round. I feel like that should be a trend for an increase in difficulty, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of the convert-based patterns just slowly get crazier and crazier as the BPM gets higher. That Widdle's awesome.
You got that modern CTB pattern right there. The meta pattern.
Yeah, that one wasn't even buffed. It was just there.
This is a full minute and a half longer than the Mod 4 last round.
An elevation, you could say.
Yeah, I'm just okay, bro. I mean, it's yeah, elevation and Connor sounds familiar, bro. You haven't said turnaround yet, I don't think.
I know, I'm showing
really
restraint.
for that. You have a very big filter.
I know.
Also, Flying Tuner as the mapper, right? Does that mean he's actually going to upload this CWC edit?
I believe we're waiting on AFB to do it when he gets back. Or wakes up, I should say. It'd be cool to play a CTV map from Flying Tuna, though. That'd be pretty fire.
Yeah, the collaboration between one of the all-time great standard and CTV. It's like a crossover, I don't know. You'd never expect.
I think your internet died again.
Yeah. Also, wow, that turnaround was nuts. There, I said it. I just have to find the right time.
Guys, I gotta leave McDonald's real quick. Hold on.
Okay. Thanks, man. Now, that ending was quite nuts. I think that's going to be, in my opinion, the biggest choke point of the map. That kind of like last 30-second range.
Yeah, that might be a turnaround point for some teams.
Wow. Fob, you shouldn't mimic my vocabulary. Chat will make fun of you. Oh, when we're running it with...
I'm making fun of you first.
Nice. Running it back with Crowley Hidden 1. Crowley being so synonymous with the hidden mapping scene as a whole. Gonna be AR9, bit higher CS with 4.4, but not super long. Barely gonna hit 3 minutes.
Also see a new face here. Roido as a replayer joined us recently. And stole off my slots. Which I partially appreciate.
Yeah, you already had so much to do today. Roido helped out, and he's increased our usage of frog gifts by 10,000%.
Hello?
Hey, welcome back. I hope your McDonald's was good.
Dude, when I speak, I have like a 3-second delay. You guys sound like you're like articulating something to say back to me. That's how bad my internet is.
That's okay, man. Yeah, having a huge snazzy section here. Just a lot of the bigger dashes paired with the doubles.
Wait, I missed half a Crowley map.
Yeah, how could you?
No way. This looks very swingy.
It is pretty swingy.
A lot of turnarounds. A lot.
Yeah, a ton of turnarounds, yeah.
What else could you have in a CTB map? Here they are also pretty tight. As what hidden ones should be.
Yeah, Yeah, just an overall bigger increase into the like dash spacing that was used in previous hidden ones.
Guys, what is this genre?
You know.
According to Crowley, it's jazz.
Okay, that makes sense.
I couldn't tell you what form of jazz, but yeah.
Ooh, now that was smexy.
Yeah, huge finale there. That's what you were looking for at a No Mod 1, right? Just that boom.
Yeah, and that did not happen.
No. That's right. Hidden 2 gonna have Chan Fluffy mapped by Kruev, taking his style and molding it into more of a hidden oriented pick with a lot of his tricky spacing usages.
And you're once again seeing Groido on the replay, and he did that replay so fast I was flabbergasted.
Yeah, a lot of these dashes are just quite brutal.
It's definitely much more control needed with positioning your catcher after pretty much every dash.
Yeah, it could definitely be nerve-wracking keeping track of your platter on this pick.
The question is, what teams do you think ban this?
I think every single one of them.
That's what I was gonna say.
You know, judging by how many times Hidden 2 was played last week, which is 0. Come on, guys, give this slot a chance, please. I promise it's fun.
Yeah, show
Yeah, I
some
agree.
love to crew here, man.
Yeah. Listen, you're only as good as the enemy team, right? If you're getting B ranks, enemy team's also getting B ranks. You can just pick it.
So many people missed that.
Yeah, that turnaround's insane.
Oh, I meant that strategy. But yeah, that turnaround was also insane.
Oh yeah. You have one kind of like rhythmic change solo near the end to balance things out. Definitely manageable, just some bursty parts that elevate the difficulty of it all.
Oh,
Alright.
no.
Yep, running it back.
Sean already knows what's up.
Yeah. Going to be
I can't even
our-
say many words because they're not so bad, but
going to be
Go ahead.
Culprit Jelana is going to be our high AR mechanical hidden of the round. I do think it's worth noting that after some internal discussions, we did make an overall nerf to this map, and the CS will be reduced to 3.8 from 4.2, which will definitely make the map a bit less scary as a whole, as you will see very soon. I think the coolest part of trivia is Culprit did actually cut this song specifically for us to use. So the Osu version is warranted here. Huge shout out to Culprit for that.
Okay, good luck here.
Yep.
Oh, Connor, what did you cook?
Dude, I cooked hard. Coming up to the wiggle section.
Noticing Fob is a big standstill player.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Oh, I am.
You're like standing half of them and wiggling the other half.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm missing the third half. Because this map is completely brutal. It kicked my butt. I've been playing it for I don't even know how long.
Yeah, the nerfs were warranted.
Are these taps? These look like taps.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are taps.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, very hard to cut
This
through
is a
these
full
with that.
flavor. Wow. Okay. That part looked really well done.
Yeah, with this song, it just keeps going, and it never stops. Just never does.
That switch up was devious, though.
Yeah, a bit of an enhanced wiggle section here.
This part I think is one
another
of the
mess.
hardest of the map. Just because
It's really hard to tell from a watching play point, but a lot of these look really strenuous in terms of snapping and like mechanics.
Yeah, the snaps and wiggles make it really, really difficult.
Oh, also, huge shout out to Feiyu for these amazing hit sounds.
Oh, the map's
And,
over.
yeah, and similar to Lightful, that does that awesome thing where like the song keeps
Oh.
playing as a score screen.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's like my favorite thing ever.
It was so good you set it as a preview point, and they'll say, this is the most ominous preview point I've ever heard.
I know. I'm so happy I set it to that. And I think with that, I think it's time to go to Feiyu's farm, where we are going to see the chosen animal of the question that was mentioned. We're going to see what animal Feiyu has been taking care of for these last few months as we move into our Hard Rock 1.
Et oui les amis, ça y est, la fête commence. Et voilà pourquoi tous ensemble nous allons reprendre la chanson. C'est vrai que j'aime beaucoup le phénomène surprise.
Je vais vous préparer un de ces petits mélanges à ma façon. Est-ce que j'étais...
On va recommencer. Vous voulez bien?
There we go! I loved going to Feiyu's little farm to see the pretty pony that he was taking care of. I think the map turned out really nice as well. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Zeth for the graphics design. I think he did an amazing job on this background. I think it turned out so well. Bullmaster Flex was our design quality assurance, and Sakura coordinating it all. And there is one more person I need to give credit to. That initial reveal idea was from Mango Miser. When he heard this song, he wanted to go to a score screen, and we made it happen from there. So shout out to Mango. I thought that reveal was hysterical. Having Ruby, my dear, make such a track for us was really amazing. And this project is just... I love the song, and I think it turned out really well with how amazing this reveal is.
You know, you actually got me with that video. I was just sitting there muted, wondering, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, it's definitely cinema. Absolute cinema right there. Classic, amazing original. Like that. I mean, the map overall. My.
Original,
Okay.
so good you're losing packets.
I think I'm dead.
Yeah. And yeah, also...
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That's it.
And also, yeah, last thing, Feiyu did draw the false background with the pretty pony. The context is he was wondering what to make it. I said something not copyrighted, and he decided to draw it himself. So it all worked out. Thank you, Feiyu, for your amazing piece of art. Hopefully you get an artist badge from Sakura. I'll ask him for you.
Are you taking commissions, Feiyu?
Wait, that's a good point. Can you open up commissions? Get invited to the art team? Design quality assurance? trolling aside, I think we can move to Hard Rock 2. Going to be the fascinating Cat's Eye. This song has a lot of lore. It has been an attempted map for, I think, like 2 years now. 2 former years, somebody tried to map this and decided not to use it. And I was the one who tried to map it first and failed. And AFB's picking up my slack with his precision Hard Rock pick of the round.
I am more interested in the lore of how you got Emmeric's cousin to play this.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know, but Emmeric's cousin's about to miss there, and he's gonna chain miss, and I think that's just gonna be his only miss for the entire duration of the map.
How'd you know that?
Don't ask me how I know that.
Are you Emmerich's cousin?
Anyways, moving on. No.
I think he's Emmeric's
No, mate.
brother.
Oh, okay.
Crikey, lad.
Oh, he even has the accent.
Emmeric's brother is based, bro. Oh no. Anyways, yeah. This map is very precise, but I mean, that's what Hard Rock 2 is built for. Definitely a step up from the semifinals Hard Rock 2.
Yeah, much denser. Many more hypers here. It's definitely a different style from Feus. And it's much messier than your typical AFB map. You could notice. I would like to thank Trent for making such a great edit of him.
And I think it is worth noting that this replay you're watching now is still going to be slightly modified, just to buff out a few of the final kinks before uploaded. But yeah, I feel like
Yeah, there's a
we're
couple like
definitely-
rhythm changes here that are really tight. Look tight to play. There's also a couple of like streams here that are really demanding in terms of precision, and they like pop out of nowhere. So
yeah, definitely keeping along the lines of last week. Bit lower BPM, not super dense, apart from a few streams. And mainly just precise jumps paired with the CS.
Do you think you could play this, Connor?
You know, I A-ranked. Sight read. So maybe. If I can play it, you guys can play it too, right?
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, I don't like how
can play
confident
it.
you guys sound, but yeah, that's fine. We
It's
can
easy.
go to Hard Rock 3. Yeah. Alright, gonna have Lar again. No Risa Uzuki this time. Gonna be Gears of Fate by Bunray. Going to be our super technical Hard Rock pick of the round. And I'm just gonna put it out there. We are going to see a ton of anti-flow from this map.
Star rating 8.2, but we already know Bannery has some of that farm upper in them. First Deadly Force, now this.
Yeah, definitely going
These
to...
movements.
looks very tap heavy right off the bat.
Yeah, definitely going along the route of trying to implement something that players have seen before into some of these picks. We're gonna have our big spaced 1/3 here.
See a build-up coming in here. Okay. It's fairly tame build-up.
Going to have some of these far one-off hypers.
Yeah, a couple of those hyper or hard rock patterns there.
All these hard juke patterns with the speed required look horrible.
Yeah, the Kiais just have that elevation of like soft precision.
This is definitely a step up in terms of speed from last round as well.
I wonder if we could walk some of these stab dashes. Maybe that would
I
be...
don't think it'd be optimal.
Depends on your skill set.
Yeah, where are my tap movement enjoyers at? We're going to see a bit more Hard Rock shenanigans as we enter this final Ki.
These longer station streams. Yeah. The inflated 1/8.
Gonna run back at the pattern that started it all.
Seems very tap heavy. That's the main takeaway from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, going to be interesting seeing how a lot of teams play this map. How many are going to kind of get rid of the stamina and tap a lot of movement versus just tapping dash through it. All right, gonna have DT1 going to be Birdie running it with the higher BPM. We're gonna see higher AR here as well, going up to 9.2 with this. Should be a skill set that a lot of these higher end teams are gonna be familiar with heading into our final stage.
Are we
Do
out
I have any
here on already?
big circle users in the chat?
Hey, man.
I think small circles are better.
Me too. Definitely gonna get jumpy as we head into our KIs. The song's also quite unrelenting. It's one of those that also just keeps going.
I think it could have definitely been harder. There could have been a lot more 1/4 sliders, but for a lot of like harder snaps. But this looks a lot more comfy, obviously, for the DT1.
We'll put in P8107 next year, man.
No, just throw an image, bro. At that point.
AR edit? AR9 image material? Fuck.
Without edit.
Oh, true. You would think there's a break there as well, but no, it just keeps going. That's all you get. All right. That was going to be our consistency DT of the round. Heading into DT2, going to be our mechanical pick. Going to be Bloody Battle by XGone.
X gone. Hell yeah.
a definite GOAT. Gonna see a lot wider dash spacings here.
I remember playing this map at least once, and I was a bit sleepy, and I just couldn't hit anything. Aside from speed, you also need some dash control here, because the sliders are really difficult to catch sometimes.
And a lot of these wider anti-flows as well. Heading into a streamy section now. Map's not super long. Only 210 total with DT applied. But it still has plenty of time to throw so much at you. Gonna see an elevation based off the first part with a lot of these sliders now being hypered compared to before. Now with stops.
Maybe you mentioned turnarounds as well.
I have. I've used every word in my vocabulary. I don't have any notes.
You only mentioned elevation.
Oh, that's right. I feel like by next year there's gonna be like a Connor bingo card. What words has he said this showcase?
Bingo.
Yeah. Elevation? That's a B. Elevation? That's an I.
Oh, this is a huge step up from last round. Feels very much so.
Oh, don't get trapped by this spinner. It's way shorter than you would expect.
Do have a nice cut of that. Definitely the last 30 seconds, the turnarounds get really high regular dash spacing to where it does become quite spooky. All right, we got Ice. Considering, you know, Catch got him for an original, it only made sense we found time to map another one of his songs. Going to be Parody of Sonatina. Going to be the shorter version. This is going to be our kind of burst DT. Only being 136 total.
Yeah, we've already hit 250k. That's, I feel like you just stopped talking and the map's already almost like a third over. So.
Wait, the map is only 1 minute 36.
Yeah, man.
It reminds me of last year's finals when you would blink, the map is over. Each miss is like 50,000 score. Of course, this map is much more dense.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting what teams feel confident enough to pick this and secure a win. Gonna have some dash control heavy stacks here as we move into a lot of these kind of like soft tap, soft turnaround patterns. It's like there's a lot of these you can try to walk, but it can be very scary too coming off of the hypers.
This looks like a very just tap heavy map.
It's also worth mentioning that will be buffed just a bit to compensate for the length. There's going to be one more buff that's added before the uploaded version. So do keep that in mind. All right. Yep. Sean already knows.
That was just a backup replay.
Oh, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the song.
Yeah. CWC has the Susumu Hirasawa quota. We have to have one song from him a year. Jack
Last year
Frost
we also had it on DT4.
Yeah, from XCon. This year, Jack Frost decided to take on the task. Gonna have a lot of these slider control patterns. Did I mention how good this song is, by the way? Banger!
It's really good, yeah. I'm just kind of enjoying it.
Yeah.
Ooh, switch up there. Whoa, okay.
Yeah, gonna have these snaps for that kind of like drummer percussion vibe. Turnarounds
Actually,
are so
worth noting that
soft.
Fob is hyperwalking that.
Yeah, this is just
Basically-
walks. That's you can see that on the right side I'm not pressing dash even once.
Definitely a bit of technique involved there for a better chance of playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
That's-
streams look really demanding.
They are. I suffered making this replay, but it's definitely learnable.
Yeah, more learnable than Hidden 2. Just ban it for the entire tournament.
Why would you say that?
Because that's just how it is. That's how it has been. Plus, Susuma has to get picked over Hidden 2. That's just how it is.
I think that's just favoritism.
True. I want to see some wider spacings paired with these walks now.
Beautiful.
It is worth saying Zeleny just commented to turn on Hidden for this map. I think that's a great idea. Everyone should play this Hidden double time. Very helpful.
Yeah, I haven't
you,
tried
Selene.
it with Hidden yet, but I'm sure it's an amazing idea.
You could have FC'd if you had Hidden on, I think. Alright, gonna be Incandescent Particle Field. Going to be Ken on the Hard Rock 1. Stats are gonna be fairly standard. Gonna be CS 5.6. Going to be just about 330 in total drain. And we are gonna see some BPM changes in this map. I really like this part. Like, some of them are hypered, and then there's like the one that's just like a really tight dash.
All I can say is it's hard on Hard Rock. I tried it. Thank you, KWHJ.
Yeah, QWH makes these maps look easy. It's just a QWH effect.
Maybe they are, man.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
Okay, Mr. 5th in the world, or whatever your rank is right now.
True.
Well, I don't even know.
Yeah, having our huge tech drop here. We have some stacks, some doubles. Not too much of the map's difficulty comes from that, I feel. I feel like this map is mostly like the culmination of the sum of its parts. Where we have some wiggle sections, we have some taps. Like we have this back and forth section right here.
What's the AR of this with the Hard Rock?
You know,
It's AR 9.6.
Okay.
yeah, you know.
Nice high AR pick. I mean, that's what you would expect, judging by these patterns.
And we have the BPM increase. We got the tick rate coming in.
Also, I was spoiling after all.
You were, yes.
I am the one that brought it up. We both drew attention to it together. One big drop section again.
It's probably the most demanding on Hard Rock for sure.
Yeah, it is a trend of Mixed Mode 1 that is the most demanding on Hard Rock, because it doesn't really have stats that are really difficult on Hidden or No Mod.
Yeah, I can definitely imagine Nomad being really nice for teams that may feel they have a weaker third player. Hidden still being tricky on this with some of the more technical based patterns. Alright, we're gonna have Conflict. Very popular map, gonna be our own take of it with this CWC version. Going to be AR 8.2 CS5.
I've been thinking of picking this for some tournament with a lower AR for 3 years now, I think. And I think it just fits here perfectly. We got the progression, we got the skill set.
Yeah, everyone knows this song. Banger.
Curious how some of this plays with Hard Rock. And of course, it's definitely the hardest on Hidden. It looks to be so. It would be kind of interesting to see how Hard Rock would do as well.
It's very hard on Hard Job, I'd say. At least for me.
Yeah, people in
I
chat.
also...
Oh, no, you can...
No, I also made some edits starting from this part, spaced out some patterns here, buffed some, so it's not free combo.
I was just gonna say I'm peeking at chat, and DeCreeper said he's gonna play Hidden on this for his team. I think that's very admirable of him. Just wanted to point that out.
Very base. Yeah, because Lexi will go Hard Rock here, and then
Hey, yeah.
Sekiro will go No Mod. That's how it always goes.
So side note, I put the edit up on the map channel, and 3 minutes after I put up the edit, Roido already FC'd it. I didn't even have time to try it.
Wow.
Impressive.
Thank goodness,
You know, with-
Mr. Roido.
With us battling for the hidden replays, you know, I'm just in a desperate conflict with a ruthless enemy.
Oh!
Nice.
Dang!
I think it's because you lost because Roido is going to the gym. He's lifting a lot of weight. I think that's a buff.
Yeah, steroido. Well, I guess not.
Steroido, yeah. Roido makes sense.
Yeah.
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 Here I just had to make this replay in secret.
You really stole this from him? Wow.
No, he was just bullying me with some cat gif every time I posted something that's not an SS.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is gonna be a Gemzu map that's IAL, and doesn't look too bad, but it's much worse to play, much harder to play than it looks. Spend a few attempts here.
Yeah, just
And
having
it's-
that like polyrhythmic aspect makes this very scary, I think.
Yeah, it's a butt clencher from start to finish.
Yeah, Yeah, very hard to guess the rhythm of the song as it kind of progresses through. It's...
And streams are very unrelenting here as well.
Yeah, you get only one break in the whole map and it's coming up here. Right here. And it's not too long either.
It's like one of the only breaks in the pool.
That's true. That is a theme of this pool. It's like no breaks, which is good. This is finals. We can't give players a break. They keep going. They keep winning.
I think there's a line where you have to draw where it's just inhumane to not give anyone a break.
I hear you, but now
up to this caliber, I don't know.
Yeah. Just
I'm
play
also speaking, also saying that from the point of view of a replayer.
I guess that's a point I have to agree
That's
with.
also true. You retry spammer.
Oh. He's
I
hitting
do
with
not
the oldest
appreciate that.
insult in the book. Yeah.
I do not appreciate that that insult. Don't appreciate that comment.
Is that
Let's
angry?
move on. Let's move on to the next map instead, which is tiebreaker. Yeah.
Yeah, tiebreaker. Going to be an original, but also a
notice the nickname?
collab. Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. It's very
Does
fitting.
anybody notice the diff name there?
Wait, who let that through?
You know, I think we all let it through. It's been Crowley's GIF of the year, pretty much. Just out of curiosity, I tried to search up the amount of times he has sent it in the CWC Discord, and it was at least 43 last time I checked.
Most of them in the Hidden One channel with Roido.
Yeah, they went back and forth a lot. Considering the song is a Grand Finals tiebreaker, we are going to see a ton of content.
A grand finals tiebreaker. Content.
Yeah.
First thing I'm going to point out is that I don't think Crowley's not really the type of guy to step up to map anything like 8-star plus.
Until now. Rusty roped him in and the rest is history. I love this part a lot.
I like the visual representation of this. Very well done. Ooh. Classic hyper sliders. Turn around.
Yeah, we gotta have the beeps. We gotta have the hard style.
That's my goat.
Yeah, that part of the song was made just for you, man.
Little break for nerves. Thank you. Really rapid speed increase here. Come to this like chill-ish part.
Yeah, chill part, that's chill till it isn't.
And here we go again. Okay.
But we're just at the halfway point, already 2k combo. And I know the hardest part is not here yet. This one is really hard to control.
He gets 1/8 levels.
These are playable, don't worry.
Ooh,
Small miss here.
it's really rough,
Just really rough with the anti-flows. But it's possible to learn how to control them. This part though,
turnarounds mixed with some, I would say like easier burst parts. They're not too demanding for the most part.
Yeah, we got
that big 1/8 there is crazy.
yeah, have the BPM increasing. We can see it from the ticks.
Okay, yeah, there's. I feel like there's a lot of different like pause points there that you had to kind of wait a second and then move in. A little bit precise there.
Gonna have our final burst coming up here. There's a few patterns in it that are kind of insane. Personally, I don't find it to be as difficult as some of the earlier points of the map.
okay, just wait until you see the very ending.
I hit the very end every time. What do you mean?
Okay,
Yeah.
I guess you're just goated.
Yep. Nah, I'm just kidding. This part's really hard.
Yeah, there's a lot of. It's very dense there.
But that is going to do it for our finals tiebreaker. It was really nice to see a Crowley Rusty collab. I know as an advisor, I wasn't exactly sure how I expected this map to turn out. Crowley isn't the most synonymous with like higher SR like Rusty is. But these two worked really well together, and it was a ton of positive vibes. And I think the map turned out really nice for what it is. And it's going to be an easy nom for the BNs that are watching, as long as the diff name can stay.
Yeah, very much agreed. Fairly clean. Couple of rough diff, let's say.
We're losing him.
Yeah, our connection
Goodbye.
is leaving with us.
Goodbye, Sean. Maybe that's our sign to put his
Yeah.
internet on life support. We'll take it to the hospital for you, man. Yeah, we're gonna get emergency services
Guys, I'm
for
sorry.
Fuhi's internet. But we appreciate all of
Guys,
you
I'm
for
bleeding out
joining
here.
us
You gotta finish it quick.
Okay, be quiet. I got it. Thank you all for joining us here today. It was a pleasure to be joined by both the legend CTB Whitecat and Fob. I hope you enjoyed the phenomenal original of this round. And as always, the credits for everyone that worked on it will be mentioned in the description. And we will do our best to get maps uploaded as soon as we can. Thank you all for joining us. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. If it works, I don't know if I. Bye bye.
It worked. Yeah, they heard you. Yeah.
Okay, bro.